Open the prisons. America is racist. Brought to you by the new China and even more BS Climate Lingo. Sad that those ladies forgot that Joe Biden wrote the 1994 crime bill, which mass incarcerated all those of African Americans and minorities. Then Hillary Clinton's husband signed it into law. Sad how ignorant the Democrats have become. If you don't know your history, you're doomed to repeat it, even if it's ancient history. Okay. And spur. See that spur? Oh, that's great. This is moving forward. Spur. Economic opportunity, which means money. There's more opportunity to make money. In what way? I told you the way they're doing it. There is nothing. A second order will establish the President's Council of Advisors on Science and Technology. Oh, gee, there's some geniuses out there that we don't know about, that we've never used before. And the Messiah Barack didn't fix it. He had 8 years. Racists all over went to the polls and voted him in twice. And this country got more racist after that. After his 8 years, you're telling me that this country got more racist, that they voted in Donald Trump when they voted in Barack Obama 2 times? Look, if the racists, let's end that one right now. If there were that many racists in this country and they did not want Barack Obama as president, and you're saying that, oh, they didn't come out for Barack Obama. They came out to vote Trump in because Trump's the racist, which I've told you enough times, the examples of him not being a racist. A poor example of a racist. Racists would have come out in droves, not to vote for Trump, but to vote against Barack Obama. He never would have been president had there been that many racists in this country, because they wouldn't have sat home and said, I'm not going to vote. This black guy's going to win, so I'm just going to sit at home and not vote for the other guy because I'm a racist and I don't want to vote for Barack Obama. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? This is what happened. No. If these racists are this evil and they don't like black people, they would have gone out in droves. These people don't exist. There are people out there that didn't want to vote for Obama, and they didn't want to vote for Romney or McCain, which essentially was a Democrat. They just didn't, not because they were racist. They didn't like the options. They liked Trump. They weren't racist. If they were, they wouldn't have wanted Barack Obama in office, and they wouldn't have not gone out and voted for those 8 years and then voted for Trump. They would have gone out in droves and voted against Barack Obama, even a write-in candidate, if they didn't like the other two. Do you understand how their lies make no sense? Okay. President Council of Advisors, Science and Technology. Sounds good, whatever that means. We've had these people all along. And an additional presidential memorandum directs agencies to make evidence-based. All right, because we've been living on no evidence. We never make a decision on evidence until now, until we've got the guy with dementia in office. Guided by the best available science and data. Gotta be guided by science, even though these people are not guided by science. The more they do things, the more we find out. And their rationale, that they're not being guided by science or data. See suicides. And that lockdowns are creating more deaths. You're letting people out of prison. Oh, that's the other thing. Ayanna Pressley, oh my God. Her initiative. If you're obese, you get let out of prison. If you're pregnant, if you're over the age of 55, should let people out of prison. I would say she'd do that with or without COVID. And there's a whole list. With or without COVID. Gotta save their lives. Doesn't matter what they did, you know. If you want to fix society and the crime of society, I think there should be prison reform in maybe a different way. That maybe we can rehabilitate people, not put them in like this, but at the same time, if they are abusive, they rape children, they beat their wives, they rape people, they steal, they are terrorists, or they blow things up, steal things, rob, riot, burn things down. There's got to be something. Maybe we should work on a different way. Okay, so to get out of jail, get fat, eat as much as possible, get pregnant. I'm sure the guard will get you pregnant. And over 55. Oh my God. The people, and even Joseph Frizzell, the guy who kept his daughter in the basement for 40 years, 35 years in Germany. When she was 18, he shoved her in the basement. She lived down there for 35 years, had 8 of his children. 1 died and rotted down there, and she had to sleep on feces and urine, and her children watched her getting raped by her father every single day. He was 85 when he went to prison, which means, according to Ayanna Presley, he's out. He's out. Yeah, and that's a person who's not a minority that suffered a hell of a lot. 100% German. I mean, German, you know. Let's just say the word white, okay? I'm yellow today. I think you're really close to this light. Anyway, because we never worked on science. You'd never listened to Science and Data before. This is the first. Obama apparently didn't do it because he would have fixed everything if he listened to the science and the data and all these best advisors and all that stuff. He said he was going to lower. That's right. If you vote him into office, the seas are going to lower. That's the reason why he bought 5 houses on the coastline for $15 million each. And all these other wealthy people who are for this whole climate thing, who don't even have a solar panel on their house, who use all fossil fuel, they all buy houses near the shore because Obama, he said when he got into office, all the seas were going to lower. He was the Messiah. He is the Messiah. So why are we even talking about the climate crisis? We voted him in twice. Biden, as promised throughout his campaign, took several unprecedented steps. I don't know how somebody with dementia took unprecedented steps, focusing on climate change throughout the transition and upon being sworn into office. One of the first executive orders he signed brought the United States back into the Paris Climate Accord, which technically isn't even a legal thing. It's like, yeah, we'll do something. It's not even like a binding document that they've signed. It's actually nothing. All it is a bunch of countries signing on for virtue signaling, and then the United States promising the Western countries to raise the taxes, impoverish their people, put people out of business, to send money somewhere to people who are rich already that are supposed to fix a problem that doesn't exist. It's about us making other people wealthy. It's not a transfer of wealth to poor people, because these countries who are building all these plants and putting people in factories are paying them slave labor. They're treating them like drones. They're not living long. Additionally, he named former Democrat presidential candidate John Kerry, as I told you, the special presidential envoy for climate. The guy he looked like he died 300 years ago, and gave him a seat on the National Security Council. He also created the White House Office of Domestic climate policy. That's a nice name to make up. Wow, is that what you do? I'm going to make up a fancy name. I'm going to put it on my door. This house is falling apart. I'm going to put a fancy name right on the house. The Kingdom of Felina. In charge for my mission is to bring peace and sanity back to the world. Rationale, and all the birds will sing happily, and the pandas will be all babies and cute, and everybody gets to have a baby panda, because that's what I want. Anyway, and tapped former Obama-era Environmental Protection Agency Administrator Gina McCarthy. Great, it's a woman, came from Obama era. She worked in environmental protection. She knows something about the environment. I'm sure she's walked through it. And what did she do? If she's so great, didn't she fix the problem already? Aren't we already running on that? To serve as the first national climate advisor. So he made up a brand new position, put a former Obama lackey in there, and it's a woman. A woman is heading it. The first one is a woman. That's fantastic. I'm telling you, this was a jam-packed video, and we've deconstructed the BS. How our politicians say nothing, and how they are destroying us. I probably should just put a little thing on YouTube instead of uploading it to YouTube and then to Bitchute, which will take hours, by the way. My internet is garbage. It's like I live in the middle of the woods. And I should have my internet connected by magic. I should ask Styx how he does that. Little demons or dwarves or something like that. I think he has magical elves doing it, because mine is just garbage. So I think I might have a quick one I'll shove on YouTube, because if I start putting these videos on YouTube, they're going to take me down so fast. I'm so evil. I'm so wicked. I want peace in the world. I want prosperity. And I think everyone deserves to live. Everyone deserves a good education, an opportunity in life to bring their intelligence and their ideas to the forefront. And everybody should be able to speak freely, because we learn from each other. Even if somebody's idea is a mistake, they can learn, you can learn, or sometimes what they're saying is part good and part not so good. And the two of you together can make something neither of you thought of before, because you're putting ideas together, 2 or 3 or 10 together. The free exchange of ideas and thought. Okay, never should be put in a prison. Okay, everybody, please share. I'm shadow banned like you wouldn't believe. That's why my channel is so low. Shadow banned, people aren't getting notifications, they're unsubbing people. The algorithms hide me. They do this on purpose so you don't even get into the algorithms, because you don't get the likes, you don't get the comments, you don't get the shares, you don't get the... Because I say the truth, and I say things that are common sense, obvious, and things that you might not know about because of my life experience, which I've gone into before. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please share. Love y'all. Bless you for watching. Good night, and on to part 3.